Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field where the Portageville Bulldogs are hosting the Malden Green Wave, and we're going to go straight to some live high school football action. Kick by number 9. It's taken by the upback, number 6, Deion Foster. Deion Foster up the left side.
Deion Foster 10 yards. For the Bulldogs, brought down by number 11, Edwin Hale for the Green Wave.
Edwin Hale in on the stop. Folks, I'm Mike Wilson, and I've got Floyd Simmons.
Portageville takes over first and 10.
Play-by-play football
on their own 38-yard line.
Brought to you by YHC TV. Floyd, it's good to have you here, buddy. You ready for some football?
Ready for Friday night football,
That's
Mike.
right. Bulldogs will bring it up to the line of scrimmage. Number 16, Bryce Wallace under center. He's going to hand it off to number 6, Deion Foster up the left side, and he's going to be stopped after about a 2-yard gain.
Deion Foster, he's brought down
stopped by number 15, Michael Coleman, and 61, Tyler Manley.
Short loss on the play, brings up second down.
We got a big matchup tonight. There's been a lot of hype over this one, Floyd. We're going to see what these Bulldogs are made of tonight. This should starting the season 2-0.
It should be a good game, Mike. I believe they come down to the last couple plays of the game here.
I believe you're right. Handoffs number 32, Danny Lally goes up the middle and busts it out around the left side. And he's not going to pick up anything. Who we got on the stop here, Floyd?
Number 30. That'll be number Nick Thompson and number 85, Devin Donnelly.
Number 32, Daniel Allen.
So they got the Bulldog held to a 3rd and 11.
1-yard loss here, Mike.
1-yard loss. So
lost of a yard on the play.
Got it spotted at about the Bulldog 37. So they're going to have to come up with something here. They're going to be punting deep in their own territory.
Wallace drops back to pass. He's in trouble. Pressure on him by the Malden Green Wave. He has a man open. Oh, just off the fingertips, Mike.
Well, it looked like some stiff defense put on by the Green Waves here. The Bulldogs not used to seeing that in those first 2 games of the season.
He had 3 men right in his face all the way back, Mike. He had to scramble, get out of the pocket, and he still got the pass off just outside the reach.
Yeah. It looked like the Bulldogs will send number 16, Bryce Wallace back to punt from about his own 25-yard line. Green Wave will send back deep number 15, Mitchell Coleman.
Good punt, Mike. Back down to about the 25-yard line. Coleman brings it back up to the 38. 13-yard return for Coleman.
Well, and the Green Wave will set up shop for their first offensive series at about their own 38-yard line. So
in on the play for the Bulldogs, 52, Josh Darnell.
The last couple of weeks, Floyd, the Bulldogs have been hanging their hat on the offense, moving the ball, but that first drive was about as poor one as the Bulldogs have had all season against what looks like a tough Green Wave defense. So let's see what the Bulldog defense is capable of here.
Green Wave's got it spread out, Mike. Look like we're going to pass against the Dogs. Oh!
Incomplete.
Intended for number 23.
Romello McCoy intended for the pass, right through his hands.
And you know, from what I hear, Floyd, the Green Wave, they lost their veteran quarterback. He elected to sit out this season along with one of the other backs, Tanner Murphy, which was a leader for the Green Wave in the past years. So they're starting a freshman quarterback. And the last couple of weeks, the Green Wave took a pounding from Caruthersville, but they handed one out to New Madrid County Central early in the season. So it should be interesting.
They got a good-sized team, Mike, Malden.
Yeah, they do. I noticed in the warm-up. There's another pass out to the flat. It's going to get him out across first down territory.
Bring across midfield, Mike, down to the 49 of the Dogs. Portageville fell back just a little bit far on
Pass
that.
Complete.
let them get a little bit deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and these Bulldogs hadn't seen a lot of pass offense yet, Floyd. They played against St. Pius. A lot of run, a little bit of pass. Didn't see much pass against Kennett. They run an option offense last week, and the Bulldogs were able to snuff that out. So this is kind of a new look to the Bulldog defense here. There's going to be a pitch around the right side.
Pitch out to number 23.
He's still on his feet.
Fumble.
Ball's loose.
Portageville recovers.
Bulldogs recovered.
Dominique Walker on the ball. He recovers for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will take over on their own 46-yard line.
And you know, Floyd, last week against the Kennett, the turnovers were key. The Bulldogs recovered. I think they knocked about. Kennett had 4 or 5 fumbles. The Bulldogs recovered on about 3 of them and scored on 2 of the fumble recoveries. So, but the Bulldogs have been laying some licks this year and is getting that ball yard loose. So, let's see if they can get this offensive machine fired up, get something going for us.
Bryce Wallace takes a snap, hands off number 6, Deion Foster. He carries about 5 yards there.
And also at the middle, number 6, Deion Foster.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little better blocking up front from that big offensive line this time.
That left side opened up a hole for him, and he fell right in there and followed him right up the middle of the field, Mike.
I tell you what, this Bulldog coaching staff has been quick to adjust in the first couple of games when they needed to make them, as they'll hand off to 32, Daniel Allen. And he'll run off his right guard there, and he's going to get it out close to first down territory.
Daniel Allen drove one of the Malden Greenways back about 2 yards there after contact, Mike, and never gave up on his running.
Third and about 1 for the Bulldogs. After Daniel Allen picks up a couple of yards.
Folks, we were a little late with our start, but we'd like to welcome y'all and hope we enjoy a good night of football. A little rain coming this way, but we'll see if it'll hold out and we can get this dude in. He'll hand off again to 32, Daniel Allen. He'll get out across the first down.
First down, Bulldogs. They get across about the 42-yard line, Mike. They mark it on the 40.
Yeah. For the first down.
Well, and it could be, you know, in that opening drive, Floyd, there's some jitters and some butterflies, and that line's kind of feeling each other out, feeling that defensive line to see what they got. Now they know what they got. They get settled in, ready to play some football.
Portageville had a good second half last week against Kennett.
Yes, they did.
Pitch out to Deion Foster. He gets over to the 35-yard line and pick up a 5 yards.
Deion Foster, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. Brought down by 23, Romello McCoy.
I tell you what, for the folks that were with us last year, we've got a new look. We got some new coaches out on the field, a couple of new coaches. Jeff Bullock, the new head coach for the Green Wave. Coach Ashley Swim, known as Coach Red, he's back. Coach Pickering's still with us. Mr. Ramon Willis is up here, does a lot of conditioning with the Bulldogs, and these guys have really stepped it up a notch.
Wallace takes a snap, hands off Daniel Allen. He's tripped up by the Malden Greenway number 4, Dejon Krigler.
He is tripped in the backfield by number 4, Dejon Krigler.
Bring up a 3rd down and about 5 for the Bulldogs, Floyd. So this Malden defense holding strong again here on this second drive for the Bulldogs.
Loss of 2 yards here. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Dogs. Wallace pitch back. Dominic Walker and
nothing there.
Gang of Greenways packs him behind the line. A loss of about 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, it looked like the Bulldogs still going to have to make some adjustments here, and run game just not getting it done as they need. Picked up a couple of first downs, but now they're going to bring up a 4th down and 9. The Bulldogs look to pick up a little field position here with a good punt from their junior quarterback, Bryce Wallace.
Wallace gets a good kickoff. Fair catch called
Fair catch signal
by number 16, Mitchell Coleman. Greenway take over on their own about the 13-yard line.
Don't forget about the junior class.
Looked like we got a water break.
At the northwest corner of
the official. At this time, we'd like to Send a shout out to our sponsors. Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution networks of agricultural products and services in southeast Missouri, is proud to support high school athletics. CPS provides services including various soil sampling and mapping, fall fertilizer and lime, custom application services, wheat seed chemicals, and Dynagrow seed and LPI nutritional products. CPS Services has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your fall needs. Or to plan for your spring in 2013, contact CPS in Portageville, Hewlin, Sykeston, Burney, or other locations throughout southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas.
As we resume play, Malden's ball on their own 13-yard line.
Well, Floyd, it's good to have you up here, buddy. This is kind of a new experience. Me and you several years ago done a little basketball together. Last year, all you folks that were faithful to the YHC program, they had Mr. Rodney Ivy up here. He's no longer here, and me and Mr. Floyd will lay this thing out for you best we can, and it's really neat, Floyd. It's not often you get to see high school football on TV.
No, it's not, especially from a small community like we got. Good citizens around here sponsors all this and brings it to the people at home.
Indeed, they do, and it looks like Malden's going to go up the left side. Looks like we got hats flying and balls flying, and number 23 for the Green Wave, or Mello McCoy. Going to get it out. Looks like it may be enough for a first down for the Green Wave. But you're right, Floyd. We'd like to send a shout out to our main man, Tyler Wagner. He's the man over at YHC, and Rick, our cameraman, and thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. This is something these kids can take with them for years and years to come, and 30, 40 years from now they can show their grandkids where they were playing football right here on this field.
24-yard line.
Malden spreads it out, Mike. Look like they're going to run a sweep here to the left side, and Bulldogs picks up on it. It looks like they're going to have him for a loss, about one.
Yeah.
That was number 12, Gunnar Jones.
Yep.
We'll see where they mark it.
Number 18, Denzel Simmons.
Looks like 18, Denzel Simmons on the stop. Simmons in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Loss of about a yard on the play, brings up second down and 11 for the Green Wave.
Trusty PA man says a loss of a yard, so we bring up a second down and 11 for the Green Wave. Get that dude right up there where you comfortable for and watch this thing. I have his fan up here in a little bit. It's hot up here, folks.
Malden drops by. Oh, almost intercepted by Deion Foster. He had pressure on him by number 90,
Robert Anderson. Yeah, good pressure.
Incomplete, brings up third down and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Kind of like a chess match right now, Floyd. They're just jockeying for position, feeling each other out. And
both of these teams, Mike, Malden and Portageville, they match up good against each other. Both of them about the same size on each. And like I say, I believe it'll be a good game. So far, it's been what we expected. Malden drops back pass. He airs one out. Look like Deion Foster picks it off at the 45-yard line.
Deion Foster for the Bulldogs.
Pass was intended for number 12, Gunnar Jones. The QB got a little too much air under it, sailed on him, and Deion was right there waiting with open arms. So that's 2 turnovers, which was key for the Bulldogs in their first 2 games of the year, and still holding firm. Turnovers can be key a lot of times in these ball games when you got 2 teams that match up really good. It can be the difference in a ball game.
Turnovers will kill you, Mike. You got to control the ball, control the clock, and keep everything going.
Exactly right.
Try to minimize the turnovers as much as we can. Deion Foster stiff arms around the left side. He gets across midfield up to the 46-yard line.
Gain, it looked like about 8 on the play, Floyd.
Deion made a good run that time, Mike, across the left side. He followed his blockers and got out in front of them and ended up with a good stiff arm and picked him up couple extra yards.
Yeah. We got a timeout, so we'd once again like to send a shout out to our sponsors. If you'll take a nice, good look at the field tonight, you should be impressed as it's in great conditions. Thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field surfaces on not only this field but numerous ones in the area. They do Dexter, Sykeston, Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovations prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations. And to check out their products, go to turfrenovations.com. And I think that fine young lad of yours on that, Floyd, isn't he? Eric, he helps those guys out. Kevin Rowan and Lee Wallace. So you guys do a great job. There's some outstanding turf surfaces around this area, and I'm proud to say Portageville is one of the finer ones. And this grounds crew puts a lot of attention into the paint job, and it just really looks great.
Yeah, Kevin and them came out early in the season and set this field up, and they've done an outstanding job on it.
Oh, yeah.
Wallace takes snaps, hands off to number 32, Daniel Allen. He gets up to about the 40-yard line. Going to be a pickup about 7.
Nice game. So the Bulldogs finding a little balance on that left and right side, making it work up to this point.
Number 11.
One of the better drives the Bulldogs have had thus far.
Should move the chain. Should be a 1st and 10, Mike.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Portageville on the Malden 40-yard line.
Going to be a little of some of the better field position the Bulldogs have had up to this point. 32, Allen around the right side again. And Allen, he's got some room. Still on his feet. Daniel Allen down the right sideline. And he's finally driven out of bounds at about, it looks like, maybe the Malden 18-yard line.
Mitchell Coleman on the stop.
Mitchell Coleman in on the stop for the Green Waves. Big gain for the Bulldogs.
About a 25-yard gain for Daniel Allen. He gets out on the right side, has nothing but wide open area, and he gets down to about the 15-yard line. So another 1st and 10 for the Dogs.
Well, I tell you what, this Bulldog squad has got a potent backfield. They've got some depth, and they'll bring it at you from every direction.
Portageville comes to the line. Bryce Wallace takes a snap, drops back, hands it off to number 18.
Denzel Simmons.
Denzel Simmons
picks up a couple yards here, make it a 2nd and 8.
30, Nick Thompson for the Green Wave. Gain of about 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
It's 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs from the Malden. Looks like the ball spotted on about the 13-yard line. And we've got some movement. Let's see.
First flag of the night, Mike. Look like we're going to have probably a false start on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looked like young Wallace come out of that. Come out from under center with a little frustration, so I think he knew what was going on there. So
that'll bring it back 5, make it 2nd and about 11.
Moves the ball back 5
Bulldogs
yards.
move the ball down deep into Green Wave territory. Let's see if they're able to take advantage.
Wallace back under the center, getting ready to take a snap. Long count. Wallace hands off across Dominique Walker. Walker goes around the right side. He picks up about 3 yards on the carry.
Hand off to number 2, Dominique Walker.
And on stop for Malden, look like, what was it, number 12 coming up, Mike?
I believe that's right, Gunnar Jones.
Number 30, Nick Thompson, coming in on the stop for the Malden Green Wave.
Something you probably noticed as well as I have, Floyd. These Portageville runners are scrappy. They're just hard to get down, and they just don't want to give it up.
Well, I've noticed this year, Mike, the games I've seen, they're following their blocks a lot better this year, picking their holes out, and that's going to help them a lot. Well, look like we have another flag on the play, Mike. Look like it's probably going to be another false start against the Dogs.
Against the Bulldogs. Moves the ball back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd down and 13 for Portageville.
Third and 14 for the Dogs after 2 penalties, brings them back 10 yards total. Dogs going in the reverse direction now, Mike. We need to turn something around here on 3rd and 14. Good field position.
Yeah, this is what is, and it's early yet, but this set this game apart from the first two. The Bulldogs just never, they weren't penalized. They didn't give up yards, so this is kind of new territory for them as they get some drives kind of sputtering on them. Wallace is back under center. He's back to pass.
Pressure.
He's under pressure.
There's a pass. He's got a man open. Oh!
Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 1.
Looked like it was intended for Ben Story down there in that left corner of that end zone.
14 for the Bulldogs.
Bring up a 4th and 14. Looked like the Bulldogs will probably go for it as they got Malden pinned pretty deep here. Punt's not going to do them any good at all. I don't think they have enough leg to try a field goal from there. Like Wallace who come from the shotgun. He's back to pass, and he's looking across
He aired
the
it
middle.
out. Oh! Touchdown! Dominique Walker with the completion. Had a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be pass interference against Malden, but I say Portageville will decline it, Mike.
Most definitely decline, take the score, and just
touchdown.
There it is. Pass interference. What a pass and catch from Bryce Wallace and Dominique Walker.
Dominique laid out, caught that on the dive, Mike, and with the pass interference made a fine catch.
Yes.
The penalty will be marked off on the extra point. 6-0 Bulldogs with 2:08 left here in the first quarter.
Number 10, Hunter Cook will line up for the extra point. 16, Bryce Wallace, the holder. Snap, place, kick. It looked like it's good.
7-0 Portageville, 2:08. After being down 3rd and 14, Mike, Bulldogs air one out and catches in the end zone and jumps up on top of the Malden Greenway.
Yeah, Bulldogs showed some resilience there. All right, folks, we're going to send out another shout to our sponsors. If you need some auto parts, stop down at Delta Auto Parts and Salvage. They're on Highway 61 North in Portageville. They specialize in domestic car and light truck parts. Go to deltaautoparts.com for parts information. Look for Mr. Colin Darty or any of the Darty guys. They can fix you up down there at Delta.
That's what the Dogs need, Mike. Jump up here 7-0 late in the first quarter, and now if we can just hold them here.
Yep. We got an official's timeout, so once again we'll say send out a shout to our sponsors. Dr. James Deere at 205 East 4th Street in Portageville. Dr. Deere's been serving Portageville and the surrounding area since 1983. He has a newly remodeled facility. Dr. Deere provides metal-free restorative treatment, including crowns, bridges, veneers, and fillings. Cosmetic dentistry is also available. Dr. Deere's office offers payment options through Care Credit for patients to finance treatment. To schedule an appointment, call 573-379-5407. Okay, folks, look like we got some lightning in the area, so we're going to have a delay. We went through this last week. You can expect probably a 30-minute delay. Every time they see lightning from that point on, it's another 30 minutes from there. I was told by the administration of the school today, if this game is canceled, it will be played tomorrow here at Vic Reed's Athletic Field at noon, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tyler Wagner.
At Glen St. and Kennett, we have all the GM lines at one location: Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen St. We're always looking for new customers and friends. Come see us at our beautiful dealership in Kennett. We have a great group of people to work with for your very best deal and to save you money. It does not stop there. We also have great service people that you will enjoy. When you leave, we want you to say, "I like Glen St." Glen St., and God bless our troops.
Welcome to NFL Total Access.
The show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
New high-def TV? Get the most out of it with New Wave.
With over 25 channels available in high definition, digital cable with HD has something for everyone. Get original series, movies, sports, and more, all in vivid high def. Plus, get ultimate control with DVR. Record your favorite shows, pause, rewind, fast forward.
Get the best in high def and DVR from New Wave Communications.
Great savings on HD, great savings on all your communications needs. Call today.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
New Wave Communications brings you the next generation in home security. Using your iPhone or office computer, you can now see what's happening inside your home, arm or disarm your security system, and even manage your energy use with remote lighting and thermostat control. At home, control your system and access helpful apps on a sleek touchscreen that doubles as a digital photo frame. It's the next generation in home security, now available from New Wave Communication.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're back for what's kind of unusual to us, Floyd. We started a football game last night between the Portageville Bulldogs and the Malden Green Wave, and some inclement weather come in, and they postponed it till 12 o'clock this afternoon. And it ought to be exciting, but it may be a little awkward, these guys, to look up, and they've got a football game that started yesterday that they're going to finish today.
Well, especially when you come out in different circumstances. As the weather is beautiful today, and last night we had the rain and lightning. And for the Bulldogs, we're going to start off with a 7-point lead, and we'll just see what we can do and hold off the Green Wave.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and I've noticed probably almost 20 degrees in the difference in the temperature. You know, and that heat can suck a lot out of these guys, so there ought to be some fresh legs, and, you know, this thing not starting till noon, and not just us, but it looked like all over the tri-state area, southeast Missouri, these games were canceled everywhere, and I'm sure, I know I got home last night and absolutely didn't know what to do. I was looking for Heartland Football Friday and all the local sports sites to try to see what was going on, and they were all postponed, so I had to watch some Young and the Restless. My wife had tape previously, and that wasn't much fun. I wanted some football.
Well, like we said, we hate to have to cancel a game like that, but under the circumstances and the safety of the fans and all the athletes, it was a right call by the superintendent and the school fatality. Like I say, and it's going to be a beautiful day, and we're looking forward for a good game between these two teams today.
Yeah, we are. You know, they may have been able to, Malden may have been able to catch a little film on the Bulldogs last night. You know, the first 2 opening drives sputtered out for the Bulldogs, but the third one they were able to score, so Malden's probably looking to get ready to make some adjustments that they were able to sleep on. the Bulldogs as well. And looked like a pretty good crowd filing in here. And I guess we'll call it some high school football on Saturday afternoon. But, boy, I tell you what, you talking about that playing surface, Floyd. I was down there at the concession stand and got here a little bit early, and everybody's just talking about, you know, one of our sponsors, Turf Renovations, the job they've done. And, you know, you can't just say we're not going to play on this field because it's so pretty, we don't want to tear it up. But, you know, had they played last night with the rain coming through, you know, but that thing just looks beautiful today.
Well, like I say, Kevin and his crew has come out, and they've done a fine job. And you go around in southeast Missouri, and I'd say that this is probably one of the best fields you'll play on in high school football.
Yeah. A lot of talk about this matchup, though. Coach Jeff Bullock, coming out of Malden, was an assistant coach over there several years ago. He's got a lot of family there in Malden. You know, so, I mean, it should be interesting. I mean, a lot of folks are waiting to see how this one turns out. And, you know, big turnaround for this Portageville program, you know, in years past. You know, they took some hard knocks, but they really turned this thing around. And I look for some good stability in this Portageville program for years to come.
You're right, Mike. Like I say, the kids learns a lot, and they come back each year to try to better themselves. And under this new head coach, and he's going to bring new things before them. It's going to take them a little while to get adjusted, but so far it looks like they're doing a fine job.
Yeah. Well, and on the other side, you know, this Malden Green Waves, as we talked a little bit about last night, they lost some senior leadership with Tanner Murphy, a fine athlete, opting to set out for his own reasons. But this Malden program, you know, early in the season thought, well, man, if he's out, and had another young man that opted out, and they said, well, Malden, you know, they don't stand a chance, and they stood up. First week, I believe it was New Madrid County Central, and took them boys to the woodshed, and people said, hey, man, wait a minute, these boys for real, and ran into some really stiff competition with Caruthersville last year, but that's normal. Caruthersville, you give them 2 or 3 games into the season, and they'll be tough, and it looks like the Bulldogs are coming out.
I believe if we'll take off, Mike, Bulldogs should have the ball, on about the 42?
Well, Floyd, that was the same thing I was thinking last night, but if you'll remember, when we scored, then they assessed the penalty for the
extra point.
Yeah, yeah, it was on the extra point, but we never played another play from scrimmage, so Portageville will be kicking off to Malden, because that's what I was thinking, but I kind of got lost in the shuffle or something there, and but we're actually and my boy helped me out on this one, big old lumber-headed lineman, and he figured it out because he told me when we were talking about it, and he's like, no, Dad, we're kicking off from the 45, and I was like, how you doing that? He said they didn't assess the penalty on the extra point for the pass interference. They assessed it on the kickoff, so we're kicking off to them for the 45 because it was a 15-yard pass interference, so that's why they've got the ball in Malden territory. They'll be kicking off, so it looks like they'll be pinning Malden pretty deep in their own territory to start this thing off.
Okay, I'm looking for a good game, so Mike, let's see what we can do with the Bulldogs and Green Wave as they get ready to kick off and start this afternoon game.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting.
Bulldogs kicks off. Malden picks up the ball on about the 3-yard line, and he has running room up the middle, and look like he's going to be brought down about the 30-yard line.
Number 15, Mitchell Coleman on return for the
Looked like Mitchell Coleman in on that return, and he was stopped by, looked like number 1, Ben Story. So pretty good start here for the Green Wave. you kind of thought with that starting field position on that kick that Portageville might be able to pin them deep, but Malden made something out of nothing.
He had plenty of running room, Mike, right up the center. Just a little confusion on the Bulldog defense.
Yeah. Number 9, Riley under center. And some handoff straight up the middle.
On the handoff,
looks like number 23, that'll be Romello McCoy, and I figure we'll be calling that number a lot tonight, Floyd, or this afternoon. He's a stud back for them. Looks like Robert Anderson, 98, was in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Pickup of around 7 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 3.
Like number 9, Riley, a handoff again to number 23. There once again, McCoy, who was in on the stop there for the Bulldogs, Floyd.
As number 24.
Number 24 will be Carlos McGee. Looks like number 14, Derek Krigel, will be checking in for the Bulldogs.
First and 10.
We had him stopped in the backfield, Mike, and he got loose from one of our tackles. And the next thing we know, he's picking up a few yards.
Yeah, it looked like the Green Wave, like we were talking about, coming out with some fresh legs, and you know, got a pretty good opening drive here. Started on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Malden comes to the line. They hand off to number 23.
McCoy again.
He takes it up about midfield.
Like 10, Hunter Cook, and number 2, Dominique Walker, in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Number 10, Hunter Cook.
Coach Bullock getting with his defense. He sees some boys not doing what he expects, and he's trying to line them out, Mike. Let's see what happens on this next play.
Yeah, it looked like something's getting crossed up there because he's not too happy over there. As the Green Waves got this thing pushed out to about their own 48.
Hand off again around the left side, right side. And on the stop is Priggle.
Yep. Priggle at number 60. I believe that's Trevor Brands. Looks like this will be an official. I think this is one of those required water breaks, if I'm not mistaken. They have to offer them so many in a quarter. And okay, excuse me, folks. That is actually the end of the first quarter. So after one quarter, the same score as it was when we left here last evening. Portageville 0-7, Malden 0. We're going to turn it over to Tyler.
At Glen St. Kennett, we have all the GM lines at one location: Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen St. We're always looking for new customers and friends. Come see us at our beautiful dealership in Kennett. We have a great group of people to work with for your very best deal and to save you money. It does not stop there. We also have great service people that you will enjoy. When you leave, we want you to say, I like Glen St. Glen St., and God bless our troops.
Welcome to NFL Total Access,
the show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
We welcome you back here to the Vic Reeves Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri, where the Portageville Bulldogs lead the Malden Green Wave 7-0. You're watching high school football on YHC TV.
Green Wave with the ball right at midfield. So far, Mike, they've been pretty impressive on this drive.
Yeah, Malden last night, neither team early in that first quarter was able to get a sustained drive, but they'll swap ends of the field here in this second quarter, and we'll see if this makes any kind of difference.
Handoff of number 23, McCoy. He's up over the line, pick up about 1.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be pushing that first down marker, Floyd, as it is. That chain gang is going to move it east.
23 McCoy.
Well, like on the stop was Michael Hopkins, number 54.
Well, and one thing we've seen different last night, Floyd, the Bulldogs were able to hold Malden to some 3-and-outs and a punt. The defense stayed on the sideline. The offense, the better part of the fourth quarter, and this remainder of this fourth quarter, beginning of the second, the Bulldog defense is yet to get off the field.
They need to get toe-to-toe and put a stop on the Malden Greenway. Handoff around the backside. McCoy is going to be stopped in the backfield by number 32, Daniel Allen.
Big stop on the ball for the Bulldogs.
32, Daniel Allen makes the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Daniel showed good instinct to pick up on that play and had him pursued all the way back for about a 5-yard loss.
Indeed he did.
14 to the Greenway from the 50-yard line.
It's one of the better stops the Bulldogs have made here in this opening series for the Greenway, which has been a long, sustained opening drive.
Going to the shotgun, Malden drops back to pass. He throws a screen pass, incomplete. Intended to number 15, Mitchell Coleman.
Brings up a 3rd and 14.
Bring a 3rd and 14 for the Greenway.
Well, that's what the Bulldogs were looking for. It looked like Coach Bullock's got settled down on that sideline, so evidently he got his point across to this Bulldog defense, and but I wouldn't count this Green Wave offense out yet. They've come loaded for bear, and let's see what they got dialed up for this 3rd and 14.
Look like he's going to line up in the shotgun again. Mike, Portageville spreads the defense out. Let's see what's quarterback keeper up the middle. He picks up about 6 yards. In on the stop was number 98.
That'd be Robert Anderson.
On the
big stop for the Bulldogs, going to force, we'll call it a 4th and 8 for the Green Waves. They're just across midfield. Let's see what they elect to do. Looks like they're going to send number 9 back for the punting duties.
Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 2, Dominic Walker.
Dominic Walker back deep to receive for the Portageville Bulldogs. And look like we're going to have a timeout, Malden.
You're watching high school football on YHC TV.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
New high-def TV? Get the most out of it with New Wave.
With over 25 channels available in high definition, digital cable with HD has something for everyone. Get original series, movies, sports, and more, all in vivid high def. Plus, get ultimate control with DVR. Record your favorite shows, pause, rewind, fast forward.
Get the best in high def and DVR from New Wave Communications.
Great savings on HD, great savings on all your communications needs. Call today.
Back here at Portageville, Vic Reeves Field, Portageville gets ready to receive the punt from the Malden Greenways. Good punt off by Malden. Is going to go down the right side out about the 5-yard line. Excellent punt there, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like everything thus far is going the way of the Green Wave, the long sustained drive. If Portageville is not able to muster some kind of drive, that defense has got to be sucking wind. You know, it's like we talked about last night. It's about 20 degrees warmer. If it's like that today, that defense for Portageville would be in trouble. They were on the field, it seemed like, for probably about 7 or 8 minutes of this opening of this football game.
Now Malden has them pinned deep in their own territory. Let's see what the Bulldogs has on hand. for the Malden Green Wave. Play action to the right side, plenty of running room. Number 32, Daniel Allen, he's down to about the 26-yard line.
Big opening run for Daniel Allen and the Bulldogs. Gets it out to about the Malden 30-yard line.
Fine run by Daniel Allen right there, Mike. He cut to the right side, followed his blockers, and cut outside of them and had plenty of running room.
You'll have to pardon me, folks, while I crunch on this mint, but like we had a run there by the Bulldogs.
Daniel Allen takes the ball again, picks up about 3 yards, make it a 2nd and 7.
You'll have to pardon me if you hear a crunching sound. Folks, my colleague just handed me a breath mint as I'm standing behind him, so I think you maybe give me a hint. I forgot to brush my teeth this morning. Thank you for the mint, buddy.
By the way, Mike, happy 40th birthday.
Thanit you, Floyd. I knew it was coming.
Your wife kind of told me about that.
Yeah, I think she told everybody in town. Handoff to number 6, Deion Foster, up the left side, and there's nothing there. Doesn't look like very good penetration on that left side for the Bulldogs to open up any room for young Deion. So, well, we got about a 3rd down and 5 or 6 there, Floyd.
3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs on the 32-yard line. Portageville comes to the line. Bryce Waller takes a snap. Deion Foster, left side, plenty of room. He's going to be close, Mike. Look like he's going to be about a yard short of the first.
Yeah, this is going to be a big decision, and I don't think it would be too hard for Coach Bullock because he's on the Malden side of the field, bringing up a 4th down. Looked to me like you just about have to punt this thing away. Let's see what they elect to do.
As good as the Greenway's been moving the ball so far, Mike, you think he'd punt it, but he's going to call a timeout, so we'll see what he comes up with.
At this time, we'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors. Butler Drugstore down on Main Street in Portageville is your hometown local full-service pharmacy. They also include gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trey Roan has been serving the area for many years and provide your prescription solutions. Butler Drugstore at 222 East Main in Portageville, or you can give them a call at 379-5469. We'd also like to send a shout out and a thanks to A-Plus Family Clinic making this possible. They've been here in Portageville and serving the area with many medical services with great quality. Visit them at 203 East 3rd Street, or you can call them at 379-2100 for an appointment or information. A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville for your local medical solutions. Well, Floyd, looks like we're about ready to go after. We'll see what Coach Bullock's decided. And I don't see Bryce Wallace in there. He's the punter for the Bulldogs, so I'm looking for probably maybe a hard count, try to draw them off sides, and then we may look at a punt, or Coach Bullock may just be letting it all hang out today and say we're going for it.
Wallace is in there. He takes a quick snap and gets across the line. I believe we're going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like he might have caught him off guard there a little bit. And
quarterback keeper
and started it across for the 1st.
1st down, Portageville. Instead of going on a hard count, Mike, they went on a quick count and caught the Green Waves off guard, and gives the Bulldogs a 1st and 10. On the 37-yard line.
Well, Floyd, that's just perfect sense of why Coach Bullock's on the sideline and I'm up here with a headset on, calling it on TV.
Well, you got to have them all.
That's right. It takes us all, doesn't it, Floyd?
Bryce Wallace pitches back to Daniel Allen. He's going to be caught in the backfield. Going to be a loss of about probably 8 yards.
Yeah, it looks like you can just chalk that tackle up to the entire Malden defense. I think every one of them was in on that. You know, it's something I talked about. I got some texts for some people last night, and they said, what do you notice? And I told them about how Malden's defense swarms the ball. You know, last night we only got to play about 8 or 9 minutes of a game, but you just didn't see one individual guy. There's always 3 or 4 tacklers, which means some good disciplined defense from that Malden Green Wave.
Now they came with a strong blitz to that left side, and they read it good. That's which side Daniel was running on. Dominic Walker with the ball. He's caught up. He may pick up 1 yard. He's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and long, and looks like they're doing a lot of shuffling in and out with that Malden offense. It looks like that Malden front line is really disrupting Portageville's game plan, because I'm seeing a lot of different numbers coming in and out of there, and they're just not getting the right matchups yet.
3rd and 19. They send Dominic Walker out wide. Portageville in the shotgun. Let's see what happens. Little screen pass. Oh! Dominic tries to take off before he catches the ball.
Yeah, he was fixing to go to the post service, and he forgot to pick up the mail.
4th and 19 for the Dogs. Look like we're going to bring on a punting team.
Once again, a very good stand for the Malden defense, and Malden stands pick up some really good field position out of this, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them go after this punt. They've got that front line collared up there. Let's see if they can get it off.
End over end punt. Let's see the number 15. He's got running room up the right side. He gets across the 50 down to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, so see there, Floyd, there's a net maybe of about 6 yards is all. Malden gained, or excuse me, Portageville gained by that. You know, you can't dare go for it on a 4th and long like that, but Malden's got it right back to almost where the line of scrimmage where the Bulldogs had it.
Portageville had a missed tackle back here as soon as the Malden Green Wave took the punt. A missed tackle is going to hurt us on that play.
Yeah. So let's see on this next drive for the Malden Green Waves is they've got the ball down in Portageville territory about the 38-yard line.
Malden goes in motion to the left side. Takes the ball, handoff across to McCoy. He has running room up the right side. And he's going to walk it in, Mike. Touchdown,
Malden Green Wave.
To number 23, McCoy. Touchdown for the Green Wave.
Not taking anything away from this Malden squad, because they loaded the bus and said, let's take it to them. But Portageville just looks out of sorts, offensive and defensively. And Malden taking advantage of that as they strike midway through this second quarter. Let's see on this extra point if we can get this thing tied up 7 apiece.
5:50 here in the second quarter. Malden scores. As we go for the extra point, kicks up, and it is good. So after 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second quarter, we're all tied up 7-7.
Once again, we'd like to send out a shout to our sponsors, Ag Distributors in Portageville. Located south on Highway T of Portageville, the 780 Agronomy locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop protection service products, and custom application services. Stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn, and garden supplies, hardware, and clothing. Go to adiagronomy.com or call 573-379-3816 and look for Big Mike when you come down there, because that's where I'll be. And by the way, Miss Debbie, since Floyd reminded me of my 40th birthday, he's been checking out our hunt selection pretty good here of late, so you might want to remember that. As the Green Wave going to kick off to the Bulldogs, going to be picked up by the upback, number 2, Dominique Walker, and he's going to be brought down. No gain on the play, but looks like number 12 for the Green Wave.
Gunnar Jones.
Gunnar Jones for the Malden Green Waves, quick on his feet, runs down Dominique Walker. So the Portageville will have the ball on their own 24.
Well, let's see. You know, Floyd, yesterday the first couple of drives for the Bulldogs kind of sputtered. That third one got them rolling. Let's see what they can bring here, and we're getting exactly what we expected, a good matchup.
Yeah, these two teams match up pretty good head-to-head, Mike. Portageville up the center, Daniel Allen. He's going to get across about the 25. We'll give him one.
Handoff to 32.
Yeah, you know, Floyd, these two have had a long rivalry going. You know, we're only separated by probably 15 miles away, the crow flies. And deep history here with some playoff, been years back, but some really good football been played between these two schools, and two fine schools, and with some good administration that do things right. And it's always a joy to have the Green Wave come into town, as it is to go to their place.
Wallace back under the snap. He hands off up the middle, number 44.
Landon DeLille.
Landon DeLille going to pick up about 4.
Play 28, E.J. Stanley for the Green Wave.
That's a new look, running that fullback in there a little bit. Looked like he had a little bit better blocking that time.
Third down and a long one for the Bulldogs.
Third and 1.
Long one.
You're looking for Bryce Wallace here. He comes up under center with, oh, here we go.
That's what they were looking for. Yeah, let's see. We yet to see the signal, but the Bulldogs seem awful excited that they may have drawn the defense offside, and that's exactly what's happened.
Green Wave moves the ball 5 yards.
Hard count for the Bulldogs. Pulls the left side of the defense off.
See, Floyd, I told you it was going to be a hard clown. I was just about 10 plays late.
Sooner or later, it'll come.
It takes all of us. That's what you said, wasn't it, buddy?
Takes us all.
Takes us all. Looks like some of our fine Missouri State Highway Patrol coming in on a pretty Saturday afternoon to watch a little high school football.
Wallace under the center. He hands off to 32, Darren Allen. Darren's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. We'll give him 1 yard on the rush.
Yeah, just not much there right up the center for the Bulldogs. Is that Malden, you know, they're kind of showing a little bit different shape than they did. They had a bunch of small, quick guys up on that line. Looked like they put some beef back up there, and, buddy, they mean business. And we get down to some smash-mouth football now.
Yeah, they stood our right side of our line straight up that time, Mike, and we had no hole for Daniel to go. Wallace back. He looks to pass. He's scrambling to get away from Malden. There's running. He's still looking. There's this man wide open, Deion Foster.
Number 6, Deion Foster down the right side. 20-10. He's finally brought down by number 15 for the Green Wave.
We have a flag on the play back at the 40-yard line. Looks like going to be rushing the passer against the Malden Green Wave.
Personal foul against the Green Wave. Big break for the Bulldogs on what it really was just a busted play, Floyd. And those Bulldog receivers just kept staying after it, and they finally figured out where to get the ball, and it turned out big for them.
Well, you got to give the Portageville line, Mike, some credit. They kept the Malden Green Waves off of Bryce, gave him time to find an open man, and Deion was sitting over here on this right side, wide open. Here we are on the 4-yard line, 1st and 4. Wallace under the snap.
One long back, 44. DeLille straight up the
Landon
middle.
Landon
DeLille, the sophomore. Let's see.
They're going to mark him short of the goal line, Mike. Tell you, Landon, he don't take much outside, but he will run it straight up the hole.
Yeah, he will. The kid is scrappy for his size, and he ain't scared of nothing. I can tell you that.
I'm glad to see Landon getting some time out here to handle the ball.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper number 16, they're pushing him across the line.
We got a flag. I just seen come from the back judge.
16, tries to get it in.
It's Malden defense standing up saying, not yet, boys. This field's 100 yards long, and y'all still got 2 of them to go. And let's see what we've got.
Personal foul, face mask, Malden. That will bring up a automatic first down.
And yeah, that's going to have that thing got to be right on the goal line.
First and inches. Mike, what do you think? Landon DeLille up the gut?
Man, I can't see anything different. They're stacked up in that pistol formation. Let's see. And looks
32,
like they're going to go with
Allen.
And they used 44 DeLille for that lead blocker, and he opened that thing wide up. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
2:11 left in the second quarter. Portageville scores another touchdown, 13-7, Bulldogs.
Set for the extra point, number 10, Hunter Cook for the Bulldogs.
Something the Bulldogs liked in last year, Floyd, that they really stepped up their special teams. Last year had trouble getting the ball through the uprights and just got to where they didn't make many attempts. But this year they've got a pretty solid kicking game as Bryce Wallace will be your holder. And the snap, the place, the kick.
Block.
And it's blocked by the Green Wave, in which that could be huge, as we've seen in games from last year. That 1 point could be crucial. And we're going to, once again, send out a shout to our sponsors. Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution networks of agriculture products and services in southeast Missouri, is proud to sponsor high school football and athletics. CPS provides services including various soil sampling and mapping, fall fertilizer, lime, custom application services, wheat seed, chemicals, Dynagrow seed, and LPI nutritional products. Crop Production Services has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your fall needs or to plan for your spring 2013 needs. Contact CPS in Portageville, Culin, Sykeston, Bernie, and our other locations throughout southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas. If you've got time, look through the screen and take a real good close at this field tonight. You should be impressed as it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Is responsible for outstanding field services, not only the field, but numerous ones in the area such as Dexter, Sykeston, Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovation prides itself in providing the best playing services possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and check out their projects at turfrenovations.com. As it looks like the kick is bobble.
Loose ball!
And they can't get on it. Let's see. Let's see what they call. Looks like right there at the end.
Look like we're going to have a Malden player down, Mike. Number 4, that's DeJuan Krigler.
Yeah, it looks like he may run into his own man as they just couldn't get that ball picked up off that fine turf we were talking about there. And so the Bulldogs are going to have some. Malden held us a pretty good field position on a bobbled kickoff.
Well, let's just hope and pray, Mike, that there's nothing serious with young Krigler.
You're exactly right, Floyd. This is what this is all about. These kids are the reason we're here to watch them. And you know, your home team, your away team, it doesn't matter where you are. You know, you've got compassion for all these kids, and we hope this is nothing real serious he's setting up. Maybe it looks like you know, something maybe type of a lower leg injury. Let's see if he's able to get up pretty quick here.
Just looking at our lineup, Mike, I see that we have about 8 or 9 seniors on the Portageville squad. So next year will be a rebuild, and we'll see what Coach Bullock can come forward with these young kids.
Well, and we're glad to see number 4 for the Green Wave up, and he's able to put some pressure on that leg. He's assisted off by his trainers, but nonetheless, we're glad to see him. But you're right, Floyd, and a lot of people came in thinking this year with Coach Bullock that Portageville was looking just to start over and rebuild this program, and Coach Bullock corrected them. We are going to rebuild, but our emphasis is to win. You know, we got a group of seniors that have been dedicated, not just the seniors but the juniors, the entire team that have committed to this program, and thus far they've worked hard in the off season, and they've shown that they're out here to compete, not just rebuild. So after the injury, the the Green Waves will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
2:07 left here in the first half. Portageville Bulldogs 13, Malden Green Waves 7. Malden with the ball on the 20-yard line. Malden quarterback keeper, he goes up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4 yards with a flag. 2 flags.
Another flag on the play.
That second one may concern me. That may be a personal foul. I'm thinking maybe a face mask or something on that first one. That second one came late. Unless the official just couldn't get it out, and he was flagging for the same thing. Let's see what we've got here. It looked like number 50, Caleb Gooch, is going to check out of the game here for a moment. And, it looks like some frustration there. So I got a feeling I know what this penalty is going to be against the Bulldogs.
Holding against
it's going to be holding against the Green Waves, and then we've got a dead ball personal foul also against the Green Waves. So that's a surprise. I was afraid with the frustration the Bulldog player was showing. We may have had a little skirmish there, but nonetheless, these kids mean well. They're just sometimes they get fired up. You can't hold that against them. That's why the officials are there to
after the penalty,
keep everything all square and kosher.
On 5-yard line.
Be 1st and 25 for Malden on their own 5-yard line.
And you got to think Portageville's thinking turnover right here.
Quarterback keeper, he's going to be
brought down. He's right down on the goal line.
About the goal line. Close to a safety, Mike.
It looked to me like the Bulldogs pushed him back there just a little bit, but I think forward progress. Yeah, he's going to be spotted about the original line of scrimmage. So
look like Michael Hopkins and Robert Anderson.
Yeah. So the Bulldogs have definitely got Malden pinned just about as deep as you can get. So I bet Malden's ready to get off of that 2-yard line, as they a while ago the Bulldogs had them on offense, and now they got them pinned there on the defensive side of the ball.
Malden comes to the line. Quarterback hands off. He stopped. Safety looks like. Let's see what it is. Safety for the Bulldogs. Number 14.
For the Green Waves. 14, I believe that's a sophomore, Derek Priggle. He may even be a freshman coming out of there. And that young man has stepped up as many of these Bulldogs have. So that'll put 2 points on the board, make it 15-7 for the Bulldogs, and then they'll also get that free kick, which should give them some pretty good field position.
Bulldogs went toe-to-toe on the line, Mike, and there's no running room for the Green Wave to come up the middle of the gut.
You're exactly right, and it looks like whatever Coach Bullock, when he had his little fit there earlier, I think he may have got his point across, because this defense and the offensive side have stepped up. But we got a long way to go in this contest, folks. And excuse me, folks, I was wrong. Malden gets the free kick. What was I thinking?
Portageville will receive. They send Deion Foster back, and look like Dominic Walker will be the up man.
Number 32 picks it up 36. For the Bulldogs. 36, excuse me.
That's number 36 for the Bulldogs. That's Shaquille Smith. Good hands, Mike. That was a end-over-end kick.
Floyd, if you've ever watched the football deal with Notre Dame Rudy, when Portageville was up at Festus, Shaq, he's not one of the bigger guys on the team, but he made a defensive play on Festus's quarterback. And after he did it, it was so big a hit he didn't know what to do, so they run to the sideline, and the coach said, stay in, and it just made me. But he was so excited he didn't know what to do. But he flat stroked him, buddy.
Portageville comes to the line. Look like we got a timeout by the Green Wave. So with 54 seconds left here in the half, it's 15-7 Bulldogs.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, insuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
New Wave Communications brings you the next generation in home security. Using your iPhone or office computer, you can now see what's happening inside your home. Arm or disarm your security system.
We're back to Vic Reeves Athletic Field after a timeout. Bulldogs 1st and 10 from the Malden 36 as Bryce Wallace is back to pass, fakes the pass, and he's going to hand off, and, well, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Let's see what happens because Coach Bullock is not happy once again. That was
a broken play, I believe, Mike. The right side folded for the Bulldogs, and Malden just rushed in and pinned us back about 8-yard loss.
Yeah. Coach Bullock's not happy. We've got another timeout. This time for Portageville, and it's just like you said. I think we had some blown assignments there, and looks like he's getting his point across here. Well. So, after Portageville stands up with a good offensive possession and a huge defensive, and then just something kind of backfires on them again here, and. But, a lot going on. The kids are used to playing ball on Friday night. They go home and focus on next week's game. It's not very often you wake up and you're focused on the team you were the night before and thinking, is that 7-0 lead going to hold or what? What's your take on it, Floyd? I mean, this kind of new to all of us. I'm not used to hearing the school bell ring during school hours during a football game and the sun shining.
Well, usually if you're playing on a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, you're in the end of the season into state playoffs. But we're way early for that. But I think the Bulldogs just got a little lack on fundamentals in, and they're looking at 40 seconds left, and they think, well, let's ride it out and go into the locker room with a 8-point lead. And Coach Bullock said, no, we're going to try to score.
And let's see what if Coach Bullock's instructing, I guess if you want to call it that, pays off here. Is a snap from the shotgun, a pump fake, and Bryce Wallace. He's got in the pass, and we got a flag back there, but the ball's up for, and it was almost caught. Just about caught by number 10, Hunter Cook, but we have a holding against the Bulldogs.
Looking like it's on number 52, Josh Darnell.
Yeah, I think Malden's kind of found something. They're looking on that left side there, which will be Malden's left side, but Portageville's right side. And it looks like they've got their heavy hitters up on that left side, so it looks like they're seeing something there that they think they can exploit. But this drive with the Bulldogs, hoping with minimal time on the clock can strike here, they're steady going backwards.
19 seconds left. Portageville comes to the line, 2nd and 28. They spread the offense out. Wallace takes a snap. He drops back, looking to pass. A little screen pass out to Denzel Simmons. He's up the left side. Gets across midfield back to the 45-yard line.
Brought down by the Green Wave.
Yeah, the Bulldogs caught the Green Waves off guard with the screen there, and Let's see, his time's going to expire
First half.
here in the first half.
The
Portageville Bulldogs 15, Malden Green Wave 7. We'll be back after halftime with your second half action of high school football on YHC TV.
At Glen St. Kennett, we have all the GM lines at one location: Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen St. We're always looking for new customers and friends. Come see us at our beautiful dealership in Kennett. We have a great group of people to work with for your very best deal and to save you money. It does not stop there. We also have great service people that you will enjoy. When you leave, we want you to say, "I like Glen St." Glen St., and God bless our troops.
Welcome to NFL Total Access,
the show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
New high-def TV? Get the most out of it with New Wave.
With over 25 channels available in high definition, digital cable with HD has something for everyone. Get original series, movies, sports, and more, all in vivid high def. Plus, get ultimate control with DVR. Record your favorite shows, pause, rewind, fast forward.
Get the best in high def and DVR from New Wave Communications.
Great savings on HD, great savings on all your communications needs. Call today.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
New Wave Communications brings you the next generation in home security. Using your iPhone or office computer, you can now see what's happening inside your home, arm or disarm your security system, and even manage your energy use with remote lighting and thermostat control. At home, control your system and access helpful apps on a sleek touchscreen that doubles as a digital photo frame. It's the next generation in home security, now available from New Wave Communication.
We welcome you back here to the Victories Athletic Field in Portageville, Missouri, where the Portageville Bulldogs are up on the green wave, and we're ready for the second half here, Floyd. Looks like both of these teams are going to have to make some adjustments, as we've still got a heck of a ball game on our hands here.
Bulldogs with a 15-7 lead, but 8 points, not much against this Malden Green Wave. I believe you'll see a little bit different look from Malden this second half, but also Coach Bullock, he's got this Bulldog team fired up.
Yeah, probably wasn't very pleasant in the locker room for either team at the half. They just looked, just something's out of kilter. And, I mean, you got to give the kids a little bit of credit. It's Saturday. None of them have ever played football on a Saturday in daylight. And we're not trying to make excuses because it's the same for both. But, is I've got a son here in which you had a son that graduated here last year, a good football player here at Portageville. It's just different. For these kids, they're used to, hey, this is our one day off. We can sleep in. Instead, they got to get up and kind of go through a different routine. And I think that may be some of what we're seeing. But we're going to find out just how good a coaching staffs we've got here is they've made adjustments and we get ready for this second half.
I believe you're right, Mike. I think you'll see a different Bulldog team this second half. And, we was missing a lot of tackles. We wasn't wrapping up very good. And I believe you'll see a little bit different Bulldog defense.
Yeah, I would say there was some motivating taking place there. And, well, Floyd, I'm ready for some football. I went down and got my osteoporosis medicine and had my neighbor go check, see if my Social Security checks made it in, being that I'm getting old, according to you and everybody else in the town of Portageville. And, yes, for all you viewing public, I am 40. And I don't really feel any different than I did. My birthday was actually yesterday. And so what are you, Mr. Floyd, there? Is it 46 or no, is it 50? Let's see.
49 and holding.
Oh, okay. So just when is your birthday, buddy?
August 4th.
Oh. So about a year from now, there'll be retribution for you, because I got me a list made, buddy. And it's kind of like Santa Claus's Christmas list. For all these folks that have thrown me under the bus for 40, just get ready.
I hear you. As Portageville gets ready to kick off, start a new quarter here, 12 minutes on the clock. Look like Mr. Robert Anderson is back to kick off for the Bulldogs.
Like the Greenweave's got 3 of them. Deep back, Devon Robinson, and look like McCoy, and
Number
here's
2,
the kick.
McCormick. Number 15, he runs up the left side. Number 10 for the Bulldogs, Hunter Cook.
Good form tackle made there by Hunter Cook. About a 10-yard return on the play for the Green Wave. So they'll set up camp at their own, we'll call it 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Hunter Cook on the pursuit, Mike. He stayed in front of him and wrapped him up and followed through with a tackle. And that's the way the young man should do it.
Exactly right. Good disciplined football. There's going to be the handoff to McCoy around that right side. And boy, number 18, Denzel Simmons. He's back there quick, buddy.
Denzel comes in on a blitz on the right side and catches the Malden Green Wave back for about a 3-yard loss.
Bring up a second down at 14. Let's see if these adjustments are paying off for the Bulldogs. Look good on that first down. Let's see if what they do here. It look like the Green Wave got a little confusion. Now they get them all stacked in there, and the quarterback's under center. He's going to pitch it right side to McCoy, number 23.
Ooh.
And, boy, he's met right there just above the line of scrimmage by number 2, Dominique Walker. Woo-wee.
Dominique Walker put the hammer down on him, and they're going to pick up we're going to give them 4 yards. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Well, that's one of those hits like you see on Saturday afternoon, Floyd, and it is Saturday afternoon today. Well, it looks like the Bulldogs have come out of that locker room with a little fire and emotion. And
right here's a big play for the Bulldogs defense. They need to stop here, keep the Green Wave back in the deep in their own territory.
Yeah, field goal's key here as they've been jockeying for position.
Oh, what a hit. Fumble. Portageville with the ball. Nope, they call it a forward pass.
Yeah, forward pass. So it would be incomplete. And, buddy, that was a lick. I believe that was number 98, Robert Anderson, if I'm not mistaken, with the pressure. And then the man that was trying to receive it took one on his end, too. So Bulldogs coming out fired up here early in this second half.
There's 2.
Getting this crowd fired up.
4th and 10 for the Green Wave. Back deep to punt. Good punt. Coming down to about the 30, we'll call it the 26-yard line.
So Malden special teams, keeping them right here in this contest is some good punts, and they've been getting some favorable bounces against the Bulldogs, and it gets them right back down to about the Bulldog on their end of the field. So let's see how this Bulldog offense has done. It seemed like that was some of their woes there in that late and mid-second quarter, Floyd, is that offensive line just wasn't able to do their job. So let's see what adjustments they've made and see what adjustments this Green Wave defense have made.
Wallace comes up to the line under center. As he gets ready, he takes snap. He hands off to Daniel Allen. He cuts up the right side with a block. He has room across the 40. Daniel Allen with plenty of room. He gets up across the 40-yard line. That right side that time, Mike, gave him a great hold of rush.
Yes, they did, and I tell you what, they're all scrappy, but that number 32 Allen has really stepped his game up this year out of that backfield, and thus far in the season, he's been the go-to back. He has really racked up some yards in his first two starts, and he's starting to add some up here against the Green Wave.
Wallace back under the center. He takes snap, hands off to Darren Allen again. Daniel Allen again. He's met at the line of scrimmage for a stop. Look like I go and marking for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, once again, it just looks like it's just some inconsistency to me, Floyd, from that offensive line. 1 minute they blow a hole you can drive a Mack truck through. The next one, a mouse couldn't squeak through there. So let's see.
They bring Hunter Cook in. He spreads out Ride White.
Portageville in that wishbone offense, they'll hand it to 32 Daniel Allen around that right side. There's just nothing. That Malden defense getting some good penetration.
Allen fought for a yard that time, and it was all on himself. Like I say, he could have been dropped for a loss.
Yeah, and I would like to see yards after contact for Daniel Allen this year, because I know in the prior games against St. Pius X and last week against Kennett, he had a lot of yards after that initial contact, as all of those Bulldog runners are going to run it till they hit the turf.
3rd and 8. Wallace drops back. He looks to pass. There's a man open, number 1.
Complete to Ben Story, and it's fumbled.
Portageville gets the ball back. Portageville has the ball back. Ben Story had fumbled the ball, and looks like number 10,
number 1, Ben Story, and number
Little Billy Cook.
Hunter Cook in on the recovery. So once again, the Bulldogs are able to hang their hat on a big play on a 3rd and long, and proves to be big for the Bulldogs.
What a pass by Bryce Wallace. He laid it right in the basket, Mike.
Well, you know, Bryce, going back to last night, he had the touchdown pass that put the first score on the board for the Bulldogs, and he's made a couple today, so he's got an awful good throwing percentage up to this point.
Beautiful pass. Wallace back under the center. Here's a snap, handoff to Daniel Allen, and he runs into his own line, and it looks like it's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard loss.
Floyd, there's just something out of sync there. I mean, I'm not taking anything away at all from Malden's defense. They are a big, solid group of kids on that front line, but there's just absolutely no blocking going on that right side for that Portageville offense. Looks like some of those Malden defenders may be getting a little winded as they spent the better half of this quarter on the field, but you got to take your hat off to that Malden defense, because they are flat stuffing that run up the middle, buddy.
Bryce Wallace with a handoff to number 6, Dion Foster. He gets across the line of scrimmage, picks up about 3.
Number 12, Gunnar Jones in on the stop for the Green Wave. As number 2, Dominique Walker checks back in for the Bulldogs, replacing number 98, Robert Anderson.
Be 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs on the 23.
3rd down seems to be the key down for the Bulldogs, as they've been able to strike pay dirt on the last few. So let's see if they're able to keep this 3rd down streak alive here.
They send Dominique Walker wide left. Wallace under the center. He drops back. He looking for Walker. There he is. Oh, incomplete. Good coverage for the Malden Green Wave.
Yes, it was. He was double covered. The Bulldogs with good intentions, just a bad result as Wallace lucky he didn't get that pass intercepted. He threw that into heavy coverage.
He needed to lead him just a little bit more, Mike. He had Dominique in front of his defender, but is thrown behind him just a little, and Dominique got his hand on it, but Malden was there to deflect it.
Yeah, and give the Green Wave defense credit. The coaching staff looked like they snipped that out, and they knew where that ball was going to start. They knew it was going in the air. So the Bulldogs will have one more shot at it on 4th down here, and let's see, as Wallace is back to pass. Boy, he's under heavy pressure, and he's going to be sacked by number 85 for the Green Wave. Huge stand for the Green Waves.
They send a blitz, and they catch Bryce Wallace back here.
Yeah. Once again, that offensive line, just no blocking there whatsoever. Wallace never even had a chance to get his feet set and look for a receiver there. This Malden defense have made their adjustments, buddy, and they're flat standing up, and they get this offense going here. Portageville's got their hands full.
Coach Bullock was unhappy with the officials as they took Mr. Wallace down by the helmet. But Green Wave takes over, handoff to number 23. He has running room on the right side. And Dominique Walker runs him down at midfield.
Good run there by the Green Waves, and McCoy around that left side.
So far it's been McCoy for the Green Wave today, Mike.
Not being able to watch his Green Waves play up till this point in the season, Floyd. I've watched the Bulldogs at the previous 2 games where they seem to be playing with a lot of emotion, but right now it looks like the Green Waves are the ones playing with emotion, and these Bulldogs look like they're back on their heels and just not showing a lot of fire today as they have in games past.
They need to step it up here on defense, and there's a broken play, and we'll see McCoy coming back to the right side, and he's brought down about the 45. A pickup of 5 for the Green Wave, and they had him lost for about 7, and he got loose.
Yeah, some good penetration on that left side from that Malden defense to collapse that right side of that offensive line, and he was still able to make something out of it, but going to blame Bubba. I believe that's the 3rd down and 5 it'll be for the Green Wave, won't it, Floyd?
2nd and 5.
Second down, excuse me.
2nd and 5 for the Green Waves on the 45.
Green Wave got it across midfield.
Hand up off of the middle, and the Bulldogs has him stopped.
23 McCoy, the ball.
Number 50,
Caleb Gooch.
Caleb Gooch on the stop.
Gain of about 1 more play brings up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Green Wave. Just, we'll say on the 43. 4:28 left here in the 3rd quarter. Portageville 15, Malden 7. Flag on the play. Look like we're going to have a false start on the Malden Green Wave. We'll see what the official. False start. Malden
against the Green Wave.
You know, that's something that's been the Achilles heel of the Green Wave thus far this afternoon, Floyd, is the penalties. They've had some good drives going, and kind of had them sputter out and shut down due to some penalties, but let's see how the, you know, Floyd, I figured out one good thing about playing football on Saturday.
What's that?
That means you're one day closer to next Friday for another one.
Yeah, that's a bad thing because you're closer to Monday also.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that means work.
All right, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Green Wave. They spread their offense out. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper. He runs up the middle. Run down by number 18, Denzel Simmons. Look like a Malden first down.
Yeah, good play there by the Green Waves as they caught that off-balance line and took it right up the gut. The quarterback did, seen what he liked, and it paid off for the Bulldogs as the Green Waves, they moved the chains. 1st and 10 from the Portageville 34. Green Waves moving ever closer to deeper into that Bulldog territory.
Malden Greenway was starting a freshman quarterback, and he's doing a fine job.
Indeed he is.
Malden with the ball. He goes across to McCoy on the right side, and he's going to be brought down by Robert Anderson.
McCoy, the ball carrier. Tackle play by 98, Robert Anderson.
Yeah, that was a shoestring tackle there by Robert. It looked like McCoy had a little room to that right side as he's been their go-to horse tonight. And
gain of 3 on the play.
Give him a gain of about 3. Bring a 2nd down and 7 for the Green Wave.
Look like Malden's figured out they can't run it up the middle against the Bulldogs. They're spreading it out to each side, and so far they've had some pretty good luck with it.
That's a good observation there, Mr. Simmons.
Malden hands off to McCoy up the center, and he's brought down by number 66. That's number 66 for the Bulldogs. That's Dylan Nelson. Plus we have a holding on Malden.
And once again, just like in the last 4 series of downs before they got to first, but this one's going to hurt them a little more. This is going to get this back.
With the ball back 10 yards.
Going to be a 10-yard hold. This is going to get them back. They're going to have about a 2nd. We'll call it 15.
We'll see where they mark it. Look like they're going to mark it on about the 39-yard line.
Last tackle on the play was made by 66.
2 minutes, 37 seconds as the time's just whizzing right on by here. Left in this 3rd quarter. As Malden needing to score to get back within a point, or maybe even could possibly take the lead on the Bulldogs.
2nd and 16. Malden hands off to McCoy on the right side. He has running room.
Still on his feet. He finally be brought down about 5 yards short of first down territory.
Dominic Walker runs him down.
We'll give him a gain of about 8 or 9 yards on the play. Good carry by McCoy.
Like it's going to be 3rd and we'll call it 6.
Come on, guys, push it back. Don't let them get any more.
Bulldogs need to step up here, Mike, and I don't look for them to pass, but they're spreading people wide left. I look for McCoy to get the ball again. There he goes up the left side. The Bulldogs.
Good tackle there. Good tackle.
Number 14.
Derek Priggle.
Derek Priggle for the Bulldogs, and with him was number 1, Ben Story.
Big stop for the Bulldogs right there. It'll bring up a 3rd down and
fourth down and 5.
4th down, excuse me. It's like the Green Wave were in 4 down territory. So.
Look like Malden Greenway McCoy is trying to catch his breath. We'll see what they call here. Malden under the snap.
Hard snap, and boy, they may have got him. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, indeed. And they're going to walk it off against the Bulldogs.
Robert
No question
Anderson jumped the gun. Offsides against the
Bulldogs.
Yep. Big break for the Green Wave right there.
4th and 1 for the Malden Green Wave.
If you're a Malden Greenway, Floyd, that 4th and 1 sure sounds better than 4th and 5.
We just need another stand like they had on the goal line, Mike.
Indeed.
Look for big Michael Hopkins to step up on this play. I believe they're going to run the ball up the middle. Quarterback keeper and
well, I believe they may have got him. Let's see. It's all going to be on the spot. Derek Priggle once again with Hunter Cook in on the stop. Let's see. The Bulldogs are saying they've held, but it's all going to be on the spot right here.
I believe they have.
14, Derek Priggle on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Let's see.
Bulldogs
take it over on down.
Number 14, Derek Priggle. 54, Michael Hopkins. And who was the other one, Mike?
I didn't catch the other one, but you had the 54 and the 14 right, and that was a good call on that, buddy. We'd like to send a shout-out to that chain gang over there. These boys taking their time. We got John Warren, Derek Samples, Jarrett Warren, Mike Prince, and we appreciate those guys' helping this high school football game move right along here on YHC TV.
All right, Bulldog takes over on downs. 1st and 10 on the 29. Pitch back to Daniel Allen. He has room on the right side. There he goes up across the 36, 37-yard line.
Good carry by Allen. It looks like the Bulldogs have figured out they're not going to get a whole lot up that middle, and they're just laying it all on these runners and saying follow your blockers because we got to go to the outside against this Malden defense.
Pick up a 12 yards for Daniel Allen. I noticed something, Mike, this year that the running backs is doing better is they're following their blockers and they're picking up the holes a lot better.
Yeah, and it looks like their blockers are a little more disciplined downfield than they have been in years past. And just seeing quite a few bright spots here for the Bulldogs is the late handoff is going to go to number 6, Deion Foster, right up the middle, and he'll pick up a couple there on the play. Time winding down, 18 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like Coach Bullock may elect to let the time run out here, and we'll swap ends of the field. And might not be a bad idea, Floyd, because the sun is getting about the right position to where it's going to be in Portageville's eyes, so if they can swap ends here, they'll be getting to go east. Could be an advantage, we'll see, but after 3 quarters of play, we're still at Portageville 15, Malden Greenway 7.
At Glen St. Kennett, we have a lot full of inventory and the best rebates of the year. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen St. We just want the opportunity to talk to you about your next car or truck. The rebates are the best of the year and interest rates the lowest to work with. It's a great time to buy, and our people are excited to help you make the right choice. We realize you have a lot of dealers to choose from, but I can assure you no one appreciates your business like we do. Glen St. Kennett, and God bless our troops.
Welcome to NFL Total Access,
the show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
All right, we're back here at the Vic Riggs Athletic Field as we're getting ready to begin this 4th quarter as the Portageville Bulldogs lead the Malden Greenwaves 15-7. It's been a great contest up to this point, Floyd. Beautiful day for football as we were postponed last night, and this will be the 4th and final corner to decide this match.
Well, like I say, both of them played about even on this 3rd quarter, and Portageville will start the 4th quarter on the 37-yard line. Wallace with the ball. He hands off to Deion Foster.
Hand off to number 6.
Boy, and there's nothing there. Just as it's been, there's just absolutely nothing there.
A group of Malden Greenways in on tackle.
Lost a few yards on the play.
Looked like they had 4 guys across the line before Deion even got the ball.
Moves the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So ever so quickly we're up, got a 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs as they've moved this thing absolutely nowhere.
Portageville comes to the line. We're in the shotgun. Wallace with a snap. He was looking for the open man. Little screen pass.
Oh, and it falls incomplete to a wide open number 32, Daniel Allen.
Daniel Allen heard the footsteps, and the ball goes right through his arms.
Daniel Allen is incomplete.
Be 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 36, so I believe we'll punt here.
Yeah, Malden looking to get some good field position early here in this 4th quarter. And let's see if they go after this punt. Boy, they do. And Wallace gets it off. Good spiraling kick. Let's see what kind of, as he angles it to that sideline. So a good kick with no possible return. Green Wave will set up camp at about their own 34-yard line, 1st down and 10.
They move it up, Mike, about the 30. They say it went out on the 37. So Green Waves take over on the 37, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter here, trailing 15-7.
And you know, Floyd, it's kind of ironic. This morning when I was at work, First State Bank and Trust gives out a Player of the Week, and last week the whole offensive line for the Portageville Bulldogs got it. I don't see that happening this week.
Well deserved for last week's game.
Yes, it was.
Kennett. Malden with the ball. They run the center, number 15, Mitchell Coleman. He's met by a host of Bulldogs. 54, Michael Hopkins. Number 14, Derek Priggle.
You might be looking at your player of the game. I don't know if they do offense and defense, but that Priggle kid, a young man, has stepped up and played a whale of a ball game, and I think he may be doing a little subbing for somebody that might be banged up just a little bit in there.
Yes, so far today, Mike, the defense has kept the Bulldogs in the ball.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has, because Malden, there again, have held the Bulldogs to only 15 points, but the Bulldogs holding Malden only to 8. The offense just kind of sputtering for the Bulldogs today.
2nd and 5 for Malden. McCoy out wide right. We have a holding on Malden, and McCoy gets across the 45-yard line. But
once again, looked like he was knocked out of bounds by number 14, Derek Priggle, as McCoy's just a little bit slow getting up, and you're right, Florida be holding against the Green Wave. I believe that's, 4 offensive holds today, which is
holding against Green Wave,
which have proven costly here for the Green Wave.
Officials mark it off. It'll take Malden back to the 34-yard line, bring up a 2nd, and we're going to say 14.
Ball from the Green Wave 34.
10 minutes left here in this 4th quarter between the Malden Green Waves and the Portageville Bulldogs. Portageville looking to put another stop on the Green Waves. Green Wave comes to the line. They spread everybody out. Now
officials will whistle it dead. Let's see what we got.
Timeout Malden.
Timeout Malden. We'd once again like to send a shout out to our fine sponsors. Crop Production Services, one of the largest distribution networks of agricultural products and services in southeast Missouri, is proud to support high school athletics. CPS provides services including various soil sampling and mapping, fall fertilizer and lime, custom application services, wheat seed, chemicals, and Dynagrow seed and LPI nutritional products. Crop Production Service has a knowledgeable staff providing agronomic solutions for all your fall needs. Or to plan for your spring 2013 needs, contact CPS in Portageville, Culin, Sykeston, Bernie, or other locations throughout southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas. Stop in there and see Ricky Ray, Steve Kellums, Jason Roberts, Brandon Ray. They can fix you up. A good group of guys down there at CPS. Once again, if you'll notice, our great-looking field down here was made possible by Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services not only here in Portageville, but numerous ones around the area, such as Dexter, Sykeston, Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovation prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com. If you need some auto parts, see Delta Auto Parts and Salvage on Highway 61 North in Portageville. See old Colin down there, Colin Darty. He specializes in domestic car and light truck parts. Go to deltaautoparts.com for parts information. Back to football.
Malden comes to the line. They drop back to pass. They have a screen out. Oh,
and in the seat. Woo, that ball could have been picked off, but big defensive lick there by the Bulldogs. Who was that, Floyd?
Number 6. That'd be Deion Foster.
Woo.
We
got a flag on the play.
We'll see what the call is. Look like they're going to be against the Bulldogs.
No, it's going to be holding against the Bulldogs.
A defensive hold.
Not real often you see that, but nonetheless.
Holding against the Bulldogs, moves the ball 10 yards.
Call made by the official.
Second down.
Second, and we're going to call it a long 3. Number 42 took a lick from Deion Foster that time, Mike.
Yes, he did.
Brings up second down and 3.
Yes, he did.
After the penalty.
He'll remember that one.
Second and 3 for the Green Wave on the 44. Malden comes to the line. Takes a snap, hands it to McCoy. McCoy tries to go to the center. We have Michael Hopkins and Hunter Cook in on the play with also number 66.
18 Denzel Simmons coming in off foul. Michael Hopkins played him a whale of a game today.
A group of Bulldogs in on the tackle.
Third down and about
so the Bulldogs coming into this week, Floyd, only giving up 21 points on the season, 14 up in St. Pius and 7 to the Kennett Indians last week. And once again, defense is holding strong. And as they say, defense wins championships. So, but they're going to have to get some kind of offense restored to go with it here. Malden's still right in the middle of this ball game.
Third and 2. They handed it to
boy,
what a stop!
My goodness.
Number 14, Derek Priggle.
Priggle.
And number 66, that's Dylan Nelson. Nelson stood him up, and Priggle drove him to the ground. Great defensive stop for the Bulldogs.
Big stop for the Bulldogs. As you're starting to see a little more emotion, just like last week, last week, Floyd, the Bulldogs kind of sputtered there against Kennett, but they brought it on in that fourth quarter, and it looks like here late in this game they're ready as they'll send Dominique Walker back to retrieve the punt.
4th and 6 for Green
Low
Wave.
snap, let's see. He gets it off. Good kick.
Dominique lets it roll. Good roll for the Green Wave down to the 19.
After the punt by Riley and the Green Wave. Portageville takes over first and 10.
Portageville has set up camp down there deep in their own territory about the 19-yard line. So ball control will be key here and clock control. This thing's going to be staying knotted up close, but the Bulldogs won't be able to stand a turnover here deep in their own territory.
With 8:09 left here in the ball game, Portageville with the ball on the 19-yard line. We need to see if we can drive the distance, Mike, and put a few more points on the board for us.
Yes, they do.
They send Ben Story out wide left.
Hunter Cook be split wide right. Got a 3-back set. We're running out of that wishbone.
Wallace with a snap. He hands off to Dominique.
Well, there's nothing there.
Hand off to number 2, Walker.
I thought our left side jumped that time, Mike, but I guess they might have.
Looks like they might have got away with it there.
Lost of 1 on the play, brings up second down and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Second 11 for the Bulldogs on the 18-yard line. Wallace comes up under center. Dominic Walker is back. Pitch back to Walker. He's got good blocking on the right side. Oh! Malden made a good attempt and cuts him off on the right side before he could pick up any yards. We look like we have a Malden player down.
Once again, we'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors making this broadcast possible here on YHC. Dr. James A. Deere at 205 East 4th Street in Portageville. Dr. Deere's been serving Portageville and the surrounding area since 1983 and has a newly remodeled facility. Dr. Deere provides metal-free restorative treatment, including crowns, bridges, veneers, and fillings. Cosmetic dentistry is also available. Dr. Deere's office offers payment options through Care Credit for patients to finance treatment. To schedule an appointment, call 573-379-5407. It looked like the Greenway players were able to get up, and we're sure glad to see that. Ag Distributors in Portageville, located south of Portageville on Highway T. The 780 agronomy locations offer seed, fertilizer, crop protection products, and custom application services, and stop by the Portageville Farm and Home Store for a large selection of home, lawn, and garden supplies, hardware, and clothing. Go to adiagronomy.com or call 573-379-3816 and ask for Big Mike. All right, Flood, we're back to some high school football here on YHC as the Bulldogs looking to mount some kind of drive and run this clock off as Bryce Wallace is back to pass. And Wallace is under duress, and boy, that wasn't good at all, as he just went down on about the 1 yard line.
Third and 10, and the Malden Greenway comes with a blitz, and it's
yeah, that was not at all what the Bulldogs were looking for.
Loss of yards of play brings up 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
As once again, it just more pressure, I guess, than that from that Malden defense, and they can hold as Portageville is in dire straits. As Bryce Wallace is literally, I don't know if he got enough room to get this punt off, Floyd. It's going to be close. Malden needs to watch on roughing the kicker, and boy, we got a flag. We got movement, and if it's against the Bulldogs, that's just an insult to injury. What inch they had left, they just took it away.
Be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah. Woo! Bulldogs in trouble here, brother.
Number 15 back for the Green Wave, Mitchell Coleman. Bryce Wallace needs to be careful not to step out of the back of the end zone. There's a snap. Here's the kick. It's blocked.
Let's see.
It's
and boy, that's just what I was afraid of. No room there. And folks, for y'all watching this ball game, if you're good in math, if you look at that scoreboard, if my math is correct, Malden with a score and a 2-point conversion, how big is that safety for the Bulldogs, Floyd? Or Malden with a chance to go up for their first lead in this ball game, as they're deep in Portageville territory. Malden scores with a 2-point conversion. We got a tie ball game, folks.
Malden comes to the line on the 10-yard line.
Get tough, dogs, get tough. Come on, defense.
Malden takes a snap, pitch out wide to
McCoy.
Looks like we had a hold right there. Fumble.
It's fumbled out of bounds, but we have got a hold.
He grabbed
that's going to be a walk-off. Yep. So Malden from 1st and 10 kind of self-constructed on that play as they got the Bulldogs in dire straits deep in their own territory, but mistake with the hold
Another flag. Look like referee threw another flag.
Yeah, let's see if we've got.
We'll see what they call.
That was a dead ball. You'd almost have to think an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Green Wave.
Holding against the Green Wave.
Unsportsmanlike
against the Green Wave. I think there might have been a little jawing or something going over, and that just Boy, I don't know. I mean, you hate to see that for the Green Waves because they were fixing to give us one of the most exciting ball games. Finished to a ball game we've seen here in a while, and they are just self-destructing right before their very eyes. But hey, they're still in Bulldog territory with
that's
this
where
thing far from over.
That's where coaching comes in, Mike.
Discipline.
When you have good discipline for your players and your good sportsmanship, it adds up in a game, and it will hurt you.
You're right, Floyd. And it's been a hard-fought game, and these emotions are high. And neither one of these want to go in with a loss. So these emotions are high, and let's see what the Green Wave dial up.
Back
He's
to
back
pass.
to
Here's the
pass.
pass. It's
It's
Deion
going to be
Foster.
intercepted by Deion Foster, number 6. Pass is picked off. Bulldogs will take over. First down and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
The young quarterback, Riley, he throws it up to the right side, and Deion was sitting there waiting on it.
Well, Floyd, as you and I both like to golf, I was given a terminology one time in golf. They don't paint a picture, they just write a number, because I can assure you this ain't been the prettiest football game I ever seen. But in the end, there'll be a number. But boy, that drive, Malden went from a really good position to a really bad position in just a couple of plays.
Wallace under the center. He looks back, gives it to 32. Darren Allen, he drives, and he gets up to about the 12-yard line. Pickup of a couple.
Taking nothing away from these Malden Green Wave Floyds. That was just a, when you have a freshman quarterback back there, and, taking absolutely nothing away from that young man. This is a new experience for him, and, he's got to step up, and he's done a fine job for this Green Wave, but unfortunately, the Bulldogs thus far have been able to take advantage of some Green Wave mistakes.
Wallace comes back up under center, gets ready, takes a snap. There's a snap, a handoff up the center. Number 44,
Landon DeLille. He's going to get it out to first down territory for the Bulldogs. Start to see a little fire from that Bulldog offensive line now.
Had a delay handoff to Landon Leal, and Landon took it and picked up about 9 yards. Be first and 10 for the Bulldogs. That was a nice call there by the coaches, Mike.
Yes, it was.
Looking for an outside run and a little delay handoff, and Landon comes right up the middle. Back again, they hand it to look like Landon.
Yes, once again, the number 44, DeLille. He'll run right off that ride, right off his center.
Like he's going to pick up about a yard. 4:50 left here in this ball game. 15-7, Portageville on top of Malden. Portageville with the ball on the 25-yard line.
Bulldogs in desperate need of a first down to sustain this drive, or they're going to have to.
Dominique Walker right left. He has room. He cuts back. Here we go across the 45. He's up to the 47-yard line.
Big run by the Bulldogs.
Dominique Walker breaks one to the left side, and once he got out there, Mike, one Malden defender was there to stop him, and or it could have been another 6 points.
First and 10 Bulldogs on their own 47-yard line.
Portageville needs to control the ball here, run some time off this clock, pick up a few points, and they can control the game. Look like we have a face, probably a face mask.
Looks like we had a face mask there against the Green Wave. Let's see what they call it.
Another handoff to Dominique Walker, and he took the Malden Green Wave defender and drove him about 4 yards.
Holding
against
the Bulldogs.
I thought it was a face mask, but that's why we have the officials.
So a 10-yard walk-off will once again push the Bulldogs back. They're not making it easy for themselves, and they're leaving Malden right dead square in the middle of this ball game. You take a turnover or a punt and some field position, and Malden right square in the middle of this thing.
Okay, 1st and 20. Portageville on the 36. Handoff to 32. Daniel Allen, and he gets across the 40.
Handoff 32 Allen. 12 Gunner
back up to about the 42-yard line. Bring up a second, and we'll say 15. Five-yard pickup for Daniel.
The clock's going to be the friend here for the Bulldogs, Floyd, because they're chipping away, and but they're still on that Malden side of the field, and they're looking for triple zeros on that clock.
Quarterback keeper Wallace sprints out the left side. He gets out to the 50-yard line.
Gain of about, we'll give him 9 or 10 on the play, get it back with inside the chains and get it right at midfield. So freshest field position for the Bulldogs to bring up a 3rd and 7, Floyd?
Look like a 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs as Wallace keeps the ball, comes around the left side. Malden wasn't looking for that play.
Field position key, and clock management here for the Bulldogs. The more time they can get off that clock, if they can get a first down, they'll have this thing under control.
Daniel Allen with the ball. Daniel Allen outside. He cuts around the outside. He goes up on first down.
He's still on his feet. First down, Bulldogs.
Daniel Allen kept driving his legs all the way through the play. He gets up to about the 30, we're going to say 34-yard line. And what a second effort by Mr. Allen.
Yes, sir, it was.
1st and 10 Bulldogs.
I think there's a little pride factor coming in here now. I think the Bulldogs want to strike pay dirt again as they really stepping it up. You're seeing more fire and emotion. I'm talking about running out the clock, and I think these Bulldogs want to get that thing across the goal line one more time.
Wallace with the ball under center. He drops back, handoff to Daniel Allen. He has running room. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown, Daniel Allen. Portageville scores with 1:57 left here in the 4th quarter. And what a run by Daniel Allen.
That was a good call there, Floyd. Have you ever seen this Portageville crowd so fired up in years past?
No, I haven't. I mean, this team here is bringing a lot of fans out, which we've always had a good fan following. And like I say, on a Saturday afternoon, you don't look for this many people out here on the stand.
And I give all the credit in the world to that Bulldog coaching staff and the players, as I'm talking about ball control and running it out. And then I got to thinking, I said, you know what, I can see it in them. These boys are wanting to score. And
back Hunter Cook to kick the extra point. It's good. 21-7. We're at the extra point, 22-7. Portageville on top of Malden with 1:57 left here in the ball game.
We'd like to once again thank our sponsors for making this possible. Butler Drug Store on Main Street in Portageville is your local full-service pharmacy. They also include gifts and fine jewelry. Dr. Trey Rohn has been serving the area for many years and provide your prescription solutions. Butler Drug Store, 222 East Main in Portageville. Call 379-5469. And I'll bet you a coat, folks, that Mr. Trey Rohn, the owner of Butler Drug Store, and his wife, Miss Valerie, and his crew, you won't find a better crew. We send a thanks to all our sponsors for making it possible, and these folks for donating their hard time and money to this. Also, we'd like to thank A-Plus Family Clinic. Miss Lorna is down there, and she's been serving the area with medical services with great quality and service. Visit them at 203 East 3rd Street or call 379-2100 for an appointment or information. A-Plus Family Clinic in Portageville for local medical solutions. See Miss Lorna. She's a fine lady. Here we go, Floyd. We're going to kick it deep to the green wave.
All right, back Robert Anderson with a kickoff. He kicks it short, number 12. He hands it off to number 23, McCoy. He's out to the left side, has running room, and he's taken out about the 45-yard line.
23 McCoy.
I tell you, Floyd, great run by number 23, McCoy, but I think his tank's just about out of gas.
Well,
that man's been a workhorse, and kudos to him because he's put a whale of a game, but
I think he was blocked from the play, Mike, but they kicked it back, and the guy that received it faked twice, then handed off to McCoy on the kickoff, and he came up the left side. If it wasn't for the two Portageville defenders on the right side, it could have been an easy 6 points. Malden back to pass. He has a man open on the left side. Number 15.
Mitchell.
That's Mitchell. He moves
Good
the
play
ball.
for the Green Wave. Will get it out across midfield and pick up a first down and 10, moving the chain. The Green Wave said, not yet, Bulldogs. We come to play 4 quarters and we ain't done.
Look like they're in that 2-minute.
Yeah, definitely the Green Wave don't have any time to spare here at all because they got to have 2 scores and 2 extra points as there's another pass. And there's going to be a flag. Let's see. I don't really know what the...
Well, he's going to call late hit on the Bulldogs.
Because the player was on his knees. But it looked to me like he may have been trying to get up to advance. But nonetheless, it's a penalty, personal foul against the Bulldogs.
As the Malden Green Wave guy was on his knees when he caught the ball, it's just the instinct of the player to make the hit. But he was already down, contacted with the knee. So it'll be first and 10 Malden on the 24-yard line. So they're moving the ball, Mike. 126.
Yes, they are. Anything can happen as we've known, we've seen. He's back to pass.
Oh, that's a live ball. That's a live ball. Pick it up.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Go. And let's see. Yeah, the coaches are trying to stress the same thing, but that looked like that was a backwards pass to me, Floyd. Which any way you look at it.
Okay, incomplete pass. I thought it was a 1:19 left here in the ball game. Portageville on top, 22-7 over the Malden Green Wave. Malden's driving, trying to score.
Would like to thank our officials for tonight. Looked like they've done a fine job in keeping this game in check, getting all the plays correct. And once again, the Green Wave's back to pass, and it's going to be almost intercepted by number 10, Hunter Cook. As heavy pressure was brought on the quarterback by number 14, Derek Priggle.
Broken up by 10, Hunter Cook.
Number 10, Hunter Cook. If he hadn't tipped the ball, Dion was going to have his second interception.
Yeah, and he had a whole lot of green grass between him and that end zone.
Tell you, Mike, this Malden quarterback, this freshman, you'll see him years down the line. He's going to make a fine quarterback.
That young man, this whole Malden team is gaining some respect from
Malden drops back, got a guy wide open across the middle.
Pass complete to
down to the 11.
Edwin Hale to the middle.
109 left in the ball game. Malden gets it down to about the 11-yard line. First and 10. Malden in a hurry-up offense.
This Malden Green Wave has softened up this Portageville defense real quick. Looks like they're almost in a prevent mode. He's back to pass, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended.
Well intended.
Incomplete.
Well covered by number 2, Dominic Walker. As it was intended, it looked like for number 12 for the Green Wave.
Do not go on the field until Malden has had a chance to clear the field.
57.9 seconds left here in the ball game. Second and 10 for the Malden Green Wave on the 11. Malden's in the shotgun. See if Portageville can put the rush on. There's a rush. Completed down to about the 3.
Flag on the play.
Dominic Walker and Hunter Cook on the play. Look like we're going to the face mask against the Bulldogs.
Dominic Walker.
Come on, ref, don't try to give him the game.
personal foul face mask.
But once again, Malden's going to have a chance to show this Bulldog defense what they're made of. The Bulldog was able to hold them on a 4-and-out earlier from right there on the goal line. So Malden's going to get another stab at it, and if they can punch this thing in, an onside kick and recover, look out.
Bulldog fans are getting fired up. They're going to spread out. 2 receivers wide. They bring in a fresh running back, McCoy, up the middle. No!
Boy, don't look like anything there. Looks like Malden's calling for a time. And they looks like they're going to call it
touchdown Green Wave.
Touchdown Green Wave. That, okay. Touchdown. We just didn't have a preliminary signal, and the side judge said it was good. So nonetheless, we are with 30 seconds left. Portageville lead the Green Wave 22-13, and an ever crucial, you're looking at Malden has got to go for 2 here.
I thought they had to stop, Mike. I didn't see it.
I did too. Didn't look like there was much air, but once again, the official's doing a fine job here.
Pass play right here.
And it is incomplete.
After the touchdown, a 2-point conversion.
Okay, with 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter, Malden scores. It's 22-13 Portageville.
Just a reminder, please.
Malden will kick off 9. I believe it'll be an onside kick. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I hope the Bulldogs have practiced this. I know my son said they had worked on it earlier in the week, some of the other kids, because they felt like this was going to be a close game. And when you have a close game, that's the onside kick can prove crucial. And there were actually some guys I were talking to last night, we were talking about after the game was postponed, that said they felt like, and I think actually you made the comment, Floyd, that it was going to come down to the last seconds of the game. And if Malden were able to, it's all on this kick. I mean, if Malden can recover it, they're right in it. If not, Portageville could take a knee and end this thing. So let's see if Portageville, how well Malden can execute the kick and how well Portageville can do on their end.
How big is that safety now that our defense had against the Malden Green Wave with a 9-point lead? Malden, if they do get the onside kick and score, 2-point conversion is not going to help them.
Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 6, Dion Foster.
Number 9 for Malden,
Riley,
Chaplain Riley. He quarterbacks, he kicks off, he's a punter. What can you ask out of the young freshman?
There's the onside kick. And the Bulldogs are right on top of it.
Pretty good.
It looks like it would have been 10 yards. So looks like let's leave for the signal from Coach Bullock for the victory formation.
Number 82 for the Bulldogs. That's Cooper Samples as he covers the ball. So
good job by Cooper staying in his lane and doing his homework. Getting right on top of that ball and covering it up. So let's see if the Bulldogs will take the victory formation, or which we're assuming they will, or see if they'll advance. They got the ball spotted right on about the 48-yard line. And
I believe they'll take the
it
knee.
looks like with Foster that far back, they're going to the victory formation and DDR, and it's a classy deal by Coach Bullock. And Rice Wallace will take the snap, take a knee. I think they'll have to run maybe one more play.
19 seconds left. That should be the last
yeah, there's
play.
20 seconds on the game clock.
So Portageville's going to be 3-0, Mike.
3-0 in this young season.
22.
They were number 1.
13.
They were number 1 in the district going into this with a big point lead, Floyd, and that's going to be the ball game. You're exactly right. These Portageville Bulldogs will go 3-0 as Malden will drop to, I believe that's 1-2 on the young season.
Like to thank everyone for sending back out to this contest.
Whale of a ball game, Floyd. You said last night this one would be a close one. Big physical match. It took us 2 days to get it done. Good effort. Bulldogs maybe not looking as sharp as they were in a couple of weeks past, but nonetheless they put up a W.
Well, they had some, I believe, some letdown on the offensive line there on the right side there, but I believe Coach Bullock will work on that this week in practice, but our defense held on a goal line stance. The safety comes in, and Portageville comes away with a victory, 22-13.
All right, we're going to send it to Tyler. You're watching high school football on YHC TV.
My country takes of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let
New high-def TV? Get the most out of it.
With New Wave. With over 25 channels available in high definition, digital cable with HD has something for everyone. Get original series, movies, sports, and more, all in vivid high def. Plus, get ultimate control with DVR. Record your favorite shows, pause, rewind, fast forward.
Get the best in high def and DVR from New Wave Communications.
Great savings on HD, great savings on all your communications needs. Call today.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, insuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
With an interactive home security system from New Wave, your family comes home to peace of mind. Now we bring you the future of home security. Arm and disarm your system remotely from your office computer or iPhone. Even look in on family or pets with live video from inside your home. In an emergency, our 24/7 alarm monitoring responds with the help you need. Peace of mind wherever you are. Now available from New Wave Communications.
All right, folks, we welcome you back to the Victory Easel Athletic Field where the Portageville Bulldogs were victorious over the Malden Green Wave on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. This game started at 7 o'clock last night. Unfortunately, due to some inclement weather, we weren't able to get it in. The game was postponed. We started at noon today, and here we are with a win for the Bulldogs, Floyd.
That's right, Mike. 22-13. Portageville comes away with a impressive win. I believe they have some things to improve on, but looks like each week, you know, they're getting stronger and stronger. And what a turnout we had this Saturday afternoon for the Bulldogs here at Portageville.
Yes, we did. You couldn't ask for a prettier day to play football. You know, we just tell it like we see it. I think you could chalk a little bit of this up to both teams. You know, like I say, the kids get up on Saturday. It's their day off. They've been at school all week, football practice. They had to go through their pregame routine, come in, don't get to finish a game, come in, have to play 3 quarters and a piece of a one to finish off a football game, and we did see some bright points from both teams, and we saw some sloppiness. But all in all, a fun ball game to watch. It was kind of close down near the end. A safety proved big for the Bulldogs. Malden was right there in it, and we wish Malden rest of the great season. They're definitely a formidable foe, and as they always are. Malden's always got a good program over there. The Bulldogs will travel up to Chaffee next week. What do you think about that, Floyd?
Well, I think it'll be a good game against the Chaffee Red Devils. We need to get all the fans loaded up, head to Chaffee next week, and let's come home 4-0 for the Portageville Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. As we talked about earlier, the Bulldogs will now be 3-0, leaders in the South District, District 1, Class 1. And we'll see how some of these other scores turned out on today. Well, most of the games across the Heartland were suspended. And, folks, we'd like to thank you all. Thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. Thanks Tyler Wagner and YHC for bringing all their stuff over 2 days in a row to broadcast high school football. And we hope you all have enjoyed this. And Tyler, I think our next broadcast is going to be, it'll be against the Scott City Rams here at Hayti. I'm sorry. We'll actually be doing this. This will be something new for you viewers. We'll be going to Hayti to cover a game here on YHC. That's going to be on the 21st of September. The following Friday, which will be the 28th, will be homecoming. We will be televising the Scott City Rams. On October the 18th, the Bulldogs will host New Madrid County Central. What do you think about that, Floyd? It's been 1986, I think, was the last time Portageville and New Madrid tied up in some varsity football action. I know the JV came in here and handed it to the Bulldogs earlier in the season. But that's going to be kind of neat. You know, the Bulldogs are matching up against New Madrid County Central in the game right before they get seeded in that district tournament.
It'll be a good rivalry. New Madrid County Central and Portageville always has had good competition between each other. No lost blood. But like I say, I believe it'll be a good game. As we look at the crowd on the field and Coach Bullock, as they celebrate this victory today, the fans come out and congratulate the players, and what else could you ask for on a beautiful Saturday afternoon?
Man, I don't know what else. It's just, you know, things are looking great here for Portageville. As we talked about, we got two fine programs that knotted up last night and finished today, but we got some high school girls softball going on. They're doing great. Volleyball team's doing good. A lot of things going on at Portageville through the week for people to come out and watch. Let's all load our cars up and travel up to Chaffee next week and root these Bulldogs on and see if they can get another W and go 4-0 into this season. And it's just really exciting, Floyd. This is something, you know, it's like I've told my son, you're not just playing for Portageville. Hey, you guys are on TV, and you can take this and show your grandkids 30 years from now, thanks to Tyler Wagner and YHC TV bringing you some high school football. Okay, and that's going to be a wrap here from Vic Reeves Athletic Field as the fans and the, you know, something we haven't seen in a while, Floyd, these fans, and they're allowed to go out there with the field. They've got a reason to get right in the middle of a scrum with them Bulldogs and all that sweat and do a big Bulldog victory cheer. And it kind of sends goosebumps all over me. I don't know about you, Floyd. It's been a while since we've seen it.
That's right, but look forward for next Friday night. Travel to Chaffee. Mike, been a pleasure, bud.
Hey, Floyd, it's been fun. It's been real, and we're going to do it again, folks. We hope we've made this as fun for you as it's been for us, and we explained the game to some of you that are not used to seeing high school football. Not that much different than you see on Saturday in college and Sunday on the pros. Some great equipment YHC brings over, and I've seen it. Looks crystal clear on your TV. A lot of fun doing it, and we'll be seeing you, I reckon, in a couple of weeks down at Hayti.